Well, good morning. So glad you've decided to join us this morning for our Monday devotional. I've been facilitating a small group on Thursday evenings of Winfrey folk, and we've been having a really good time together. We've been studying the book of 1 Peter. Last week we were working through the second half of the second chapter of 1 Peter, and there were some verses that I was particularly drawn to, and I thought I'd share them with you this morning. 1 Peter 2:21 says this, "For to this you have been called, because Christ also suffered for you, leaving you an example, so that you might follow in his steps. He committed no sin, neither was deceit found in his mouth. When he was reviled, he did not revile in return. When he suffered, he did not threaten, but continued entrusting himself to him who judges justly." And I got to thinking about that verse, and especially the part about Christ leaving us as an example. And I did a little work on this, and it's very interesting. The Greek word for example that's used here is a word hupogrammos. Hupogrammos. It's basically the combination of two words. Hupo meaning under, and grammos meaning writing. So in one sense, what Peter's saying here is that Christ is the underwriting for us. And I got to thinking about that, and I did some research. And in ancient days, the way one was taught how to write, they would take a tablet of wax, if you will, and one of the ways would be, to copy letters and words on a parchment and have someone, write them, imitate that. But another way was to take a tablet of wax and take a stylus and draw the letters in that stylus, so that a student could take the stylus, if you will, and trace those letters and learn how to write in those ways. And I got to thinking, wow, what a really neat image there. That Jesus is our example. He's our underwriting. His actions are the underwriting of how we should act. We should put our stylus in his grooves, so to speak. His thoughts, they are the underwriting of what our thoughts should be. And his love is the underwriting for how you and I should love. And his manner, it's the underwriting for how we should manner our lives. And each day that God gives us, there's a new page in our book where we write out the course of our lives for that day. And I just got to thinking about, wow, how awesome is it that we have Jesus, God's Son, as our example, our underwriting of how you and I should follow that, to put our stylus or cursor, if you will, in the wax, in the grooves of his tablet, and how he underwrote his life in service to his Father, his thoughts, his actions, his love, all meant to bring honor and glory to his Father. And this verse, "For to this you have been called, because Christ also suffered for you, leaving you an example, so that you might follow in his steps." Jesus Christ is the underwriting of your life and my life. He came to give us abundant life, and if we follow the letters that he put in that wax tablet for us, his thoughts, his actions, his love, his heart, everything that he did, wow, wouldn't every day of our lives, as we write them out, be such praise and glory to our Father? It's a great verse, and I do encourage you to read this beautiful letter from Peter. But there's another verse I want to share with you today as we close up, one that I would love for each of you to take to heart, to memorize, and it comes from Ephesians chapter 5, verses 1 and 2. Hear these words: "Therefore, be imitators of God as beloved children, and walk in love as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us, a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God. So our challenge as Christians, our call as Christians, is to make the underwriting of our lives imitate the grooves and the underwriting of the writing of Jesus Christ. I hope you guys have a great day today. I thank you for tuning in for this devotion. I love being with you. May God bless you. Have a great day.